Okay, welcome to our practice today. Deep and detailed, where we take time to really feel through every aspect of the practice, including now as we move into that transition point from daily life into our actual time of practicing. We begin to just feel the movements of the body as you move through space, feel anything that contacts the floor, feel the contact between your clothes and your body, feel the internal world of your body as much as you can. Allowing your mind to settle into this. We're not pushing, we're just gently inviting all the aspects of our being, our breath, our awareness, our bodily sensations to come together. Finding your seat. Closing down the eyes if you're comfortable to. If this is stressful, just keep a soft, lowered gaze. Feel the energy of contact between your feet and the ground. And notice if you are able to soften your belly a little bit more into this solidity beneath you. Notice if you can just lift your spine a little straighter, but keep your belly soft. Invite your face and throat to soften. Invite your breath to deepen. Begin to observe what the breath does in response to this invitation. Notice any shifts in the body, expansion with the in-breath. Any softening with the out-breath. And notice the quality of your mind. Where is it? Is it still dashing about in thoughts? Is it present on the breath? And inviting your whole being to just be with the mind. To be with the breath. To be with the body. And just offering yourself a moment to allow all of you to arrive and be welcomed. Offering your being a reminder that, especially here and now in this practice time on this mat, all of you is welcome. And placing a hand to the heart and a hand to the belly. Tucking the chin slightly. And a gentle affirmation to begin the practice. Saying in your mind, all of me exactly as I am, right here, right now, is enough. And then gently floating your hands down to your knees, and blinking open the eyes if you've closed them. Warming up the spine as you breathe in to lift into a gentle back bend, heart up and open towards the ceiling. And a soft breath to release and come down to a C curve in the spine, bending forward. 4 more like this, following the pace of your breath. In and out. In and out. In out. And one last one. Come to neutral as you breathe in. As you exhale, balance on the fingertips here to lean back and swap the cross of the legs. Again, ground and root down through the sit bones as though there were roots connecting you all the way down to the core of the earth. Let your belly soften. And bring your right fingertips behind you. Left hand to the right knee, and then we're going to breathe into the twist. As you inhale, lift a little longer through the spine, and exhale to deepen into a twist. And let the twist come all the way through the spine if you can, into the neck and the eyes, looking out over the right shoulder. Gently releasing the tension in the fingers and the hands, and letting the body melt back to center. Left fingertips behind you, right hand to left knee. Breath in, up, long through the spine. Breath out, deepening into the twist. And gently soften back to center. Again, a little balance onto these fingertips on either side of the hips, just to support you as you extend your feet forward. Soles of the feet to the floor, knees bent, and just playing a little bit here with your balance. I'd like you to lean forward and back and really feel the weight moving through your sit bones. Bring the fingertips forward until they're in line with the knees. Breathing in to find length and space through the torso. And as you breathe out, soft forward fold. Let the belly, ribs, chest, throat, shoulders, neck, head come forward. And rest your hands wherever they feel comfortable. Inhale to gently, slide the hands back up. And exhale to begin your transition onto hands and knees. See if you can move slowly, more slowly than you normally would here. A little bit like a sloth. Really finding placement of knees and hands and body in space. Slow enough to be aware of what is happening as it's happening. Breath in, drop the belly, lift the head and tailbone. And breath out to round. Again, breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. And a breath out to round and wriggle here. Just give yourself time to move the body around, to explore the spaces that live inside the body as you move. And come to center. Taking your right hand out to the side, breath in. And breath out, weave it through here between the wrist and the knee, and coming onto that upper outer edge of your right arm. Rest onto the right side of the face. And give yourself a moment to adjust to the different perspective. Looking at dust bunnies under your couch, possibly. And place your left hand into your right hand. And just press down a little and see if you can feel a deepening into the twist. Optional invitation to take the left hand all the way around the back, hooking around the top of the right thigh and opening up more through this left shoulder, if you wish, if it feels good. And releasing that hand. And placing it back down onto the earth. The left palm to the floor and a breath in, press into that left palm, sliding your right arm all the way out to the side of the body. And as you exhale, let it float back down to the earth. A breath in, float up the left arm. And a breath out, weave it through between the right wrist and knee until you're on the outer edge of your upper arm. Left side of the face resting on the floor, and right palm in the left hand. If you press down a little bit through the right palm, you get a slight deepening. more of an opening in that left upper back. Option to wrap that right arm over behind you and hooking the left upper thigh. Gently sliding the right hand back onto the floor, breath in to press down, slide the left arm out, and exhale to lower. Breath in here on all fours, and then a breath out, come to forearms on the floor first. So you're going to move really slowly, progressing through phases to allow the body to adapt to the sensations and experience at each phase, and just to adjust to fine tune the details of our alignment. So notice if your belly has sunk down to the floor here, and just gently draw it up and in a little bit. Not rigidly, just a very gentle bit of effort. Notice if your upper chest is sunk down between your shoulders, and press down into your forearms to lift the body up and out of the shoulders. Trying to hold this alignment as much as we can. Then going to creep the fingers forward. Have straighter arms and gently let the chest come down towards the floor without distorting the setup of your torso. Notice if your breath becomes ragged, and invite it to move into the body a little deeper, into the tightness of the shoulders, if that's present. Or the neck. And breathing in, gently lifting the torso, walking the hands back. And breathe out into a fully rounded cat pose. Just holding here for a couple of breaths. And then coming to neutral. Use the in-breath for your momentum to draw the right foot forward and through to a low lunge. As you exhale, you can flatten out that back foot, squeeze the thighs together, and let the hips come down and forward. Today, we're going to walk the hands up that front leg. So I really want you to keep that activation, 20% effort, not too strong. And come up. You can rest one palm on top of the other on your thigh here. And just keep working to gently draw the thighs towards each other, this diagonal. And to take these top hip bones here a little bit back. So if we're going into overarching that lower back, you really want to be sending the sit bones down towards the floor. And finding more space in the front here. Good. Breath in to lift up and out. And breath out, fingertips or palms to the floor. Release that right leg. Breath in, left leg comes through. And as you exhale, a gentle squeeze between the thighs. Let your hips come forward and down towards the floor. Flatten out the back foot. Holding that squeeze and gently walk the hands to bring the torso up. Make your adjustments, noticing if you're hanging into that lower back. Coming out a little bit, sending the sit bones towards the floor. Letting yourself soften back in. You can use the hands to press into that front thigh to lift up a little more. Good, and release to the floor. Breath in to draw the hips back. Exhale to release. Let's take the knees out wide. Touch the toes, breathe in, and softly melt down, hips towards the heels, torso towards the floor. And an invitation here to turn the palms up if you can. I'd like you to invite an experience into the body if it's willing to really release, as though you are melting the whole body, hips, legs, arms, torso, head, down into the earth. And a breath in to walk the hands up. And breath out to slowly find your way to hands and knees. Tucking the toes, breath in, and exhale to downward facing dog if possible. If there are restrictions, we can always stay on the knee and just angle out the hands a little further forward to find that length in the spine. If you're coming into downward dog, I'm going to paddle out the feet, lifting one heel and then the other, pressing the other heel down, and finding that extension and expansion down the back of that leg when we press the heel in. Beautiful. Gently walking the feet forward. Press your toes down into the floor. Strengthen through the ankles, soften through the knees. Release through your torso. Release through your neck. If it feels good too, you can take hold of the elbows as well.
And then turn your body just ever so slightly over your right leg, releasing the hands. Bend the knees a little bit more. And I want you to kind of flow through the torso and the arms here. We're just going to organically come up to a standing position. Bringing the arms up a little bit. And then over to the other side and down the left. Just moving through the spaces of your torso in a way that feels good to you. And then again, sweeping up here to the left side, wriggling just gently through the spine. And the arms. Beautiful. And over to the right. And softening down. And then a breath in to come up. Beautiful. And then an exhale to ground in place. Coming to the front of your mat. Just going to adjust mine a little bit. Turning the toes slightly in. And just gently moving a bit here from side to side to feel the balance of your weight. Moving down through the body and into the floor. Nice. Good. You can take your hands onto your belly, soften the knees, let the sit bones move down towards the floor. Imagining those roots now out through the soles of the feet down to the core of the earth. Beautiful. So knowing that we're grounded, we're just going to invite a little bit of opening and a little bit of strength into the body. Taking the hands out to the sides and up, breathing in, filling with the life force of breath. Prana. Exhale, hands down to the heart and then down to the hips. Taking your right foot back and setting up for warrior. Left toes forward, right big toe in at the 45 degree. I'm going to start with an easier one on the hips, warrior two. So turning your body to the right. Moving slowly but with fluidity. Breath in, arms up. And then exhale to bend that front knee and come down to warrior two. So going to invite some movement in here. Turn your palms up. And as you flip the wrists and turn the palms up, can you feel the upper rib cage and body opening and spreading? Good. We're going to breathe in, bring the arms up overhead. Breathe out, turn the palms out. And as you exhale, arms back to shoulder height. Flip the palms up, breath in, bring them overhead. Flip them the other way, breath out. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Let your hands float all the way down. Hands to the hips, going to flip at the feet here. So turn the left toes in and the right toes out. Turning the body to the left. Floating the arms up as you inhale. Bend that front right knee as you exhale. Inhale, palms up, arms overhead. Exhale, palms down, hands to shoulder height, looking out of your right fingertips. Breath in, arms up. And breath out, hands down. 3 more. 2 more. One more. Beautiful. Again, hands to the hips, pivoting at the feet, right toes in, left toes out. Nice. Inhale to extend arms out at the shoulder height. Exhale to hold. Inhale to reverse your warrior here. So your left knee should be at least a little bit bent. Mine's only a little bit bent at this stage. And then we're going to exhale to side angle bend. So bend this knee more and bring your left forearm all the way down. So we're resting. The left elbow is quite close to the left knee here at the front. To start with, right hand on the hip. Press down into the feet, strengthen through the legs, and peel open the front of your body. So this is actually a twist as well. So we want these left underside ribs to come up into the body and through and forward. So we've got a nice flat plane here on the front of the body. Good. I'm going to inhale and extend your right arm forward and up over the head. Stretching long, and then exhale back. Good. And again. Inhale, forward, up. Opening up, and exhale. Nice. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful job. Both hands to that front knee if you wish. And come back up. Breathing in, hands to the hips. Swap the feet. And exhale, bend that front knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press out through the fingertips. Inhale to your reverse warrior. And then exhale to your side angle bend. This is going to be right elbow close to right knee. Left hand to the hip. Yeah, beautiful. And then opening up that front plane of the body, pressing down through the feet, strong through the legs. Nice. And then hand in front and scooping up, breath in, overhead, up towards the ceiling, and then breath out, all the way back past that hip. Good. Let's keep going. Inhale. And exhale. And notice as you move and breathe together, the shape changing inside the body. Breath in, all this length and space and expansion, and breath out, softening and deepening. 2 more. Last one. Gorgeous. Pressing up off that front leg as you inhale and exhale, flipping to the final side. I'm going to slide down into Trikonasana here, drawing in this left hip inside itself. So you're kind of pulling up the top bone of the thigh up into the hip. And letting your left hand slide down gently, just to wherever is comfortable for you. Not directly on the knee, either above the knee or below the knee, or if you have more space, you can come all the way down to the ankle. And then again here, really playing with this front plane of the body here. So it's a twist. We can tend to slump down. We want to press down into that hand. Let the shoulder blade slide back and down, and let the chest open up and forward towards the ceiling. To begin with, hand on the hip. And then if it feels good to, we're going to raise the hand, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Breath in, slide up. Hands to hips, breath out, foot to feet. Draw this right hip in. Left hand on the hip and right hand sliding down. Focus on this front plane of the body, expanding and extending. Hand to the hip. And then if it feels good to, all the way up, fingertips towards the ceiling. Breath in. Nice. And then inhaling to rise. Exhale to release the hands. Turning both sets of toes inward. And just heel toeing your feet. And then stepping to center. And we'll come all the way down to the floor. Lying on your back with the soles of the feet on the ground. And so I have a beautiful view out through the top of my courtyard here, up into a peppermint tree, and then the grey sky behind. It's rather lovely. Palms down on the floor, arms at shoulder height. A breath in to lift the knees up towards the chest. And a breath out, take your knees over towards your right elbow. Gaze going out over the left fingertips. Use the inhale to draw the knees back into the chest, and the exhale to invite them over towards the floor on the left side, and taking your gaze out over the right fingertips. Oh. And then an inhale to bring the knees back to the center. As you exhale, bring your hands onto your knees and just let yourself again gently rock a bit here from side to side, and let that swaying motion support the centering of your awareness, your attention, your felt sense. Come into the calm in the center of the body. And slow it down until you come to stillness. Draw the knees up towards your armpits, so on the outer edges of the body. And then releasing soles of the feet to the floor. Slowly and gently extend one leg. Let the toes fall open. Extend the other leg. Let the toes fall open. Bring the hands down by your sides, palms facing up. Invite in a deep in-breath. And release it through the mouth. Blowing out any tension that's remaining in the body, closing down the eyes. And letting a gentle smile come into your heart. A knowing smile of warmth and blessing for your eyes. For your tongue. For your skin. For your heart itself. Stomach. Intestines. For your liver. Bladder. Pancreas. Kidneys. Your nerves. Your bones. Your muscles. And for your breath. A gentle, warm smile from the heart. Soaking into every area of your body and being. then invite the breath to deepen. Awaken the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Stretching arms long above the head. Another breath in. Then breath out to point the toes. And then let yourself have a little flop for a moment. You can open your eyes and gaze around the room a little. And then close them once again for your transition. Drawing the knees up to your chest and feeling your way through as you roll to one side and feel your way into a seated position. Taking a moment to reground in this posture. Sit bones down towards the earth, rooted and grounded right down to the core. Spine long and lifted towards the heavens. A hand on the heart and a hand on the belly. Just honoring ourselves for our practice and recommitting our intention to welcoming in all parts of our own being and committing to our practice to continue this way of being to the best of our ability, off the mat and out into our day. And bringing your hands together in prayer to seal in this intention. Breathe in to sit up tall, strong and courageous. Bow forward, softening and surrender, love and acceptance. Namaste, and be gentle with yourself.